I'm just finishing up the episode. Daniel wandered in and he said a sentence and I said, shut up, let me turn on the camera. What did you say?
I said that the single malt batch 7, the first thing we ever filled with a dance party and everything, it just won best malt in Texas, beating out Andalusia and Balcones for best malt in Texas.
Whiskey Tribe, we just won best grain to glass single malt whiskey in the world.
It's just in Texas.
Not the world.
No.
Texas.
Yep.
Even better.
Okay, so we got a lot of really good stuff going on, and we're going to get into the award that we won for the best grain to glass single malt whiskey in Texas. Very excited about that. I'm going to show you a bunch of the other cool things that we're working on, but even though we keep most of the episodes light and fun and enjoyable, every once in a while stuff gets kind of hard and shitty. A big ass truck and a strapping young man. What's your name?
Angel.
Angel. Thanks for bringing these. So inspecting the barrels, obviously shipping, these get a lot more movement and agitation than they would typically do in a barrel house. Let's see if there's any fresh leaks. You can tell if it's fresh, if it's sticky, or in this case, it's just straight up wet. So yeah, so we're gonna keep an eye on that one for sure. Looks like down here on another, this is sticky and wet. Got two more we'll check out right here. That looks sticky, but it is not. So far, just these two right here. Yeah, what is the yellow thing? Yeah, there's some liquid in the bottom. There's sloshing. It's really low. It's down at the base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I just FaceTimed Daniel to confirm we're supposed to get 7 barrels. I open this up. And what do we have inside? A barrel in a bag.
Barrel in a bag.
Have you ever seen a barrel in a bag?
I have now.
Have you ever seen a barrel in a bag? The only reason why we could think there would be a barrel in a bag is the barrel was so leaky that they put it in a plastic bag and put the plastic bagged barrel in a tote. You like yellow, right?
Yeah. Not today.
Not your favorite color?
Oh, yeah, I can see it.
Oh, you can see?
It's not even in the bag.
Oh, yeah, right down
So
in there.
The bag's leaking too.
What the hell?
It sounds like somewhere in the supply chain, either it started leaking or someone broke it.
Right.
And their solution was wrap it in plastic real quick, stick it in another container. It'll probably be fine.
That's a new one.
That's not Angel Share.
That's not
I
Angel.
can accept having a half full barrel because it evaporated, but that's just poor shipment, and they knew. They knew because they sent it like this. So they knew they were fucking us. My mother's gonna be so upset when she hears me cursing.
Now, when it comes to the nonsense that you very often deal with, especially whenever there's third parties that don't really get kind of how the way we prefer to do business. Get the out of here. That's actually not the worst that we've encountered. We'll get there later in the episode, but I do want to take a moment to acknowledge that the vast majority of people in this industry are phenomenal. The people that we're collaborating with and the alliance releases, and they make the days worthwhile. For example, Acopon has been doing a large amount of the brewing necessary for the whiskey making process. And whenever we're trying to scale up certain releases, it helps to have people like Acopon use their equipment on our behalf. We're gonna take some grain over to Acopon because they are doing the brew on.
Driving?
Yeah, we gotta load it up in my truck.
Kyle! Where are you?
Kyle!
Oh, there he is.
Go get it.
Okay.
All right, Kyle, what are we doing? What am I taking? What's getting picked up?
I gotta take the grains for the Irish to Acopon so they can brew it.
Okay.
So just this one?
Yeah, no, there's more. Car's that way.
She's putting it through the window.
You good? You're right.
Don't make me laugh! Yeah!
What the hell is this? What are you doing? You notice Kyle isn't helping?
Acapon. We did it.
Yo, yo.
What's up?
How you doing, man? Hey, how are you? We have a gigantic pile of stuff. You're good at carrying things.
I am.
We're real men. This is cool. Look at this stuff.
Yeah, what are we looking at? Show us, give us a tour.
It's our brew house.
Yeah.
It's our hot liquor tank. And that's where we mash in, and then we transfer over to the boil kettle.
You guys are cranking out some beer these days.
Sick.
A lot of beer.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up.
Hi, Kasha.
Acapon in Dripping Springs, amazing beer. What's the timeline for this stuff to get brewed?
4.5 hours to brew, and then you just dump it in the truck, pitch the yeast, and it's ready for you guys to start fermenting.
Nice.
I had people come up wanting photos with me. Some guy's like, I'm gonna send my wife over to Pound Town.
This episode is sponsored by Foom.
So quitting cold turkey, like that may be good for the people in the sandwiches though, but
Yeah.
not necessarily if you're trying to kick the habit yourself. This isn't, it looks kind of like...
It's not a vape.
It's not. There's no electronics. It's all natural. There's no vapes. It's not habit forming. It's air, but it's flavored air.
It's meant to transform your bad habits into good habits.
So my favorite things about it are the look, the feel, and the flavors that are
Yeah.
coming out of it. It looks really cool. It looks nice. It's well designed.
It's got like this really good weight to it.
Yeah.
Heavy.
It's got a really nice tactile sensation here.
The clicks.
The clicks are really nice. So those clicky bits, that actually is adjusting the opening on the end, the airflow.
And what's cool is it's not bad for you
Yeah.
because it's got the inserts. They're all essential oils.
Yeah, the core. There's different flavors. You are partial to like the white cranberry.
I like the white cranberry.
Yeah, I'm digging the mint right now because the mint is the taste in your mouth after you just brushed your teeth.
Yeah, it opens everything up.
So you want to accelerate your breakup from some destructive habits in your life. You're gonna go to tryfoom.com/whiskeytribe. That's tryfum.com/whiskeytribe to get 10% off your first order of the Journeyman Pack. So another really cool company that we have gotten to work with recently was Abe Beverage Equipment. They hooked us up with a lot of really nice gear upgrades for the distillery. So the truckload of new equipment is here.
Okay.
It's a full semi-load. We have nowhere to put it right now. When it comes to brewing and the fermentation process, that's always been kind of the choke point for things that we're working on. And by the time Abe fills up a semi-truck with all of the equipment we could ever ask for, this is an exciting day, and the operation is kind of hitting a whole nother level. Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? Freaking. Whoa, even more! Holy crap! What is happening? Dude, look at this. Look at this. This is all of the brewing equipment from Abe. Where are you gonna put it, John? Somewhere. I didn't even know we were getting that. This. How could you oh my gosh, is that? Dude, look at that! I didn't even know they were gonna do that. Now, scaling up means it's also time for us to tighten up the operations and basically professionalize everything in every direction, so this isn't just a whiskey-fueled adventure that we all get to go on together. It actually turns into a professional endeavor that you can feel very proud participating in. That's a lot of work, but here's a little sneak peek into the kinds of things that we're doing to really get everything shipshape. Let's find out if that's bad.
Hi, Kyle.
Hey, are we supposed to be dumping water?
Yeah, it's a blowdown.
It's a blowdown.
Well, it's a blowdown. Hey.
Hello. Give us a grand tour. What have we done?
This is all bottling and for that kind of side, stickers and things like that.
Yeah.
From here over, it turns into production. But those are all of the barrels. They're all assessed. I know what everything is now. And then these are all empty. All of these. These are on purpose because we're going to use those for finishing things. These are things that are available to us. It's a bunch of different distilleries, a bunch of different products.
Nice.
These are all the totes of things ready to go. This I need for blending because it's the real spirits barrel. Then we got gin and vodka. Those were MGP top bungs. Do you realize that this right here is an almost 5-year-old iron root?
What?
Yeah. This is proof down and everything. I went through 9 different proofs.
Yeah,
this is the one clear winner.
What'd you land on?
115. Fine, here you go. Yes. No, it's fine.
Yeah.
You can take a sip.
I'll bite you.
Just smell it. Just don't. Okay.
Oh my god, that smells amazing.
Oh, I know.
Oh my god.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
The barrel houses never look better. This is awesome. Good job, Daniel. And Kyle. And Kyle.
2 days.
Kyle is a legend.
Or I'll see you guys later.
Now, as much work as we're putting into getting everything scalable and shipshape and expanding all the things that we're doing, from things going into bottles to merch to the content, we never want to lose sight of all the stuff that got us here, which is that spirit of generosity, the most generous community in the face of the earth, the Magnificent Bastards and the Whiskey Tribe. Thank you so much. Also, that sense of exploration, trying new things, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, seeing what's amazing that everybody should know about, and then a healthy dose of shenanigans along the way. This was a really cool moment where we got to collab with a profoundly good local brewer that if you're a beer nerd, you know the name. So, in this tote, we got a bunch of brew from the Jester King. What exactly is in here, Cal?
It's cool shit beer. It's infected on purpose.
Deliciously infected beer. Yes. So we got some Jester King infected brew. We're going to distill it and see what it turns into. Hell yeah. That looks like we're looking under a microscope.
Oh god.
It's like wavy, like a Mirage. I don't think you can pick that up on camera, but the way that the Mirage air kind of...
Oh my god, dude.
What'd you do? Whoa.
It like burned my nose.
Yeah.
So what are we looking at? Because there's a bunch of fuzzy white bubbles that are... All right, what is it?
It's a pellicle, pretty
You're just
much.
saying made-up words.
It's just the skin layer of bacteria and wild yeast that formed.
And that's edible.
Sure.
Eat it.
Oh no.
Let's go.
He went right in.
Is that gonna like
It smells good.
what?
It's not done fermenting. It's tasty. Yummy beer.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So,
I did it again.
would you stay out of there? Good Lord.
Shoot.
Now, that sense of experimentation and exploration, that's just not limited to the distillery. The bartenders in the tasting room have also been charged with just trying out stuff. What do we think you guys would enjoy whenever you come to hang out here? And sometimes those experiments turned out amazing. Other times, James quit.
Hello, hello.
Oh, hello. You ready for some pizza?
So is the goal actually to have a cocktail that reminds you of like the flavors of a pizza?
Yes. Fat washing is a method of introducing flavored fats into a spirit. You can see the grease.
Oh, wow. That's really pooling and separating. Yeah, that looks very
That looks
greasy.
very yummy.
Oh, yeah. That is solid.
We're trying to strain out the fat. Who's
Wow,
going to be the victim?
the thickness on that is crazy.
thick.
That pours so syrupy. So even though that was in a freezer, it's not freezing because ethanol doesn't freeze at the same temperature as water.
Did I try it? I don't remember if I tried it.
We have our pepperoni. Mm-hmm. We have our salami.
Okay.
This is the salami. Sure.
How you doing?
I quit.
But not everything we do is going to be weird, offbeat brews and ridiculous cocktails. Sometimes we want to do nice, classic things, but with a twist, like redistilling bourbon.
So this was 2 15-gallon barrels, and I proofed it down so we could put it back.
So this started as 30 gallons of cask.
Then you put in how much water to get, what is that, 53 gallons worth?
30 gallons of water.
Okay. So we're gonna siphon from there into here. Go.
I've never siphoned before. It kind of burns.
Dude! No, you got it! Wouldn't it be really funny if Kyle didn't know anything about making whiskey? He just had like a grain fetish. Wow. Look at that jiggle. You naughty grain boy.
Thick gelatinous booty.
Do you ever consider how bad of a business whiskey is? Absolutely ridiculous. So you're gonna take a product, you don't sell it. That would be silly. No, you put it in a wooden container for years, and hopefully that wooden container doesn't have anything happen to it, because that's a horrible loss of money and opportunity. Come on in, Brandon. We're talking about leaky barrels. Is that the bane of our existence?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo. Oh yeah. This is all very wet. Good lord. Which one?
And behind this,
So this one right here.
Do you know what's in that?
Island New Make and Bourbon Barrel.
We can't lose the good stuff.
Can't lose the good stuff.
Do you not have a bad pun for this event, James?
Oh yeah. Right here.
What the heck happened?
I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah, there's a couple of different things whenever there's a leaky barrel. Sometimes the new wood that's exposed to the leak will swell up and seal it shut. Other times it'll just keep leaking, and you either need to patch the barrel or you take it out of the barrel and put it in something different.
I mean, it tastes pretty good now. We know that.
Yeah.
But I think we were hoping to go another Texas summer with this one. Unless we want to use one of our new barrels and finish it.
Yeah, so these are finishing barrels. What do we have here?
I think these are 4 brandy barrels.
4 brandy barrels. Do we think that would turn into a really nice thing if it went into
I think it'd be pretty good.
one of these brandy barrels?
Or the sherry.
Yeah.
Sherry's a pretty classic finish. I mean, it's kind of hard to mess it up with a sherry finish.
I had a sherry finished single malt from William Price. They got the single malt from Balcones, finished it in a sherry barrel.
Yeah.
So good.
Thinking sherry?
I don't know. Should we ask Patreon? Should we dump it now?
Let's dump it now. We'll dump it and then we'll ask the Patreon. So give us some options. We'll throw up a video and a poll. Let's not lose any more on the floor. Thank you, Kat. So the question you should be asking right now, unless you're a horrible person, the question you should be asking is, where's Daniel? Oh yeah, let's see what he's up to now. Piece of shit.
It's time. Hot cock. It's time. Hot cock.
So, some of you may remember this room. This was the original Whiskey Vault room that Daniel and I started in. Right now it's the overflow storage. The new vault, right down there. So as Crowded Barrel and Whiskey Tribe are ramping up, Daniel's still very much involved in the Wizard Academy, but he's not going anywhere for a good long time. Fortunately, the timing worked out perfectly. About the time that we're coming up out of the Rona, Daniel's schedule was getting packed. Banana showed up to be a partner in crime and fill in for Daniel whenever he's busy doing stuff here at the 501c3 nonprofit organization known as Wizard Academy. I think the biggest announcement I can make in this video, beyond us winning best single malt whiskey in Texas, is what we're developing on the property for you guys. But now, as Crowded Barrel property, we get to choose exactly what this space should be. And we decided this space is going to be Crowded Barrel Alchemy. If there's anything that has always brought people together throughout all of human history, it's amazing food, amazing drink, and good conversation. That's what we're creating at Crowded Barrel, the entire property. That's the experience we want to create for you whenever you come and whenever you bring a significant other in tow. Now, really quick, just an artist sketch, what Alchemy is going to look like. Here's the general layout. We're going to get into a lot more detail. You guys are going to see the phases of this coming together. A beautiful bar, lots of seating, corner booth, corner booth, corner booth. This back here, this is going to be a podcast studio that also doubles as a snug hangout for you guys to come and just chill out where we're shooting podcasts with a lot of the personalities that you've already come to know and love in our content. I've already worked out some situations. We're going to do some trial runs, topics and conversations that fit squarely into the values that Whiskey Tribe has always had: generosity, exploration, shenanigans. Opening that up for you guys to come hang out, enjoy yourselves, and meet a lot of other like-minded MBs to just have an amazing time with. Brianna, what's going on back there?
I have no idea.
Okay, we need a new door.
Cutting into the wall.
That's right. This whole building is not situated for what we want it to be. So first step is we got to make sure that it's really easy to get into and it looks very inviting.
Yes.
So back here, we're chipping into the wall. We're about to tear it down, make a big old opening for a new entrance.
We're looking at the new stairs for Alchemy.
Yes, it's a new project we've been working on for a very long time. This is the first big construction step. But how pumped are you?
I'm so freaking pumped.
All the way pumped?
I'm all the way pumped.
All right. So fortunately, we're blessed to work with amazing people 99% of the time, but every once in a while, we do run into some absolute bullshit. These two barrels kind of represent the best of times and the worst of times whenever it comes to running a small distillery. This barrel, this is the home of the single malt of magnificence that won the best Grande Glass single malt in Texas. Is something that we're super proud of. We could not be more excited about not only this barrel, but all the other stuff that we're working on for you guys to try someday. This barrel, whenever you are including third parties in your whiskey making, whiskey creation, whiskey finishing, whiskey blending, whiskey sourcing venture with a community of magnificent bastards, every once in a while you come in contact with a person or organization that you wish you hadn't. Whenever you're sourcing barrels, whenever they send you a barrel, they very clearly state that there's no guarantee that it's going to be a full barrel because angel share happens, barrel leaks are a thing, and transportation issues could cause it to break and damage, and the people that sold you the barrel can't be held responsible for that. And fair enough. And you just bite the bullet. You get it, you understand that sometimes you get a bad luck of the draw. This barrel in particular, though, this is something that we're not okay with. This barrel was sent to us empty. One of the things that we take very seriously is the resources that you trust us with. Those don't get wasted, those don't get squandered. So whenever somebody sells us what is supposed to be a full barrel and it's not angel share, whenever they say, not my problem, check the contract, I don't even have to talk to you about this. Because I'm such a kind and generous person, I'll sell you another barrel with a discount. F that shit. Look, and the reason why a lot of distilleries don't talk about this, a distillery, whenever they're dependent on the source for whiskey, they don't want to get a reputation for being hard to work with or rocking the boat. So they just bite the bullet, they take the loss, they shut the up. Angel share, look, we've gotten angel share barrels that were just like so aggressively empty. We understand that, it's not a problem. We never complain. We never go back at a company that says, man, that sure was pretty shit to get a half full barrel. We get it. Like seriously, can you believe that? Sell you a barrel, act like they didn't dump it. The records show that they did, and then they say, F off, we don't owe you a thing, it's in the contract, angel share. Angel share, my fat left nut. This is some f***ing horse shit, and we're gonna make it right one way or another. And I'm gonna get a chunk taken out of some asses. Oh, where's that bunghole? Damn, I'm feeling randy. Where's that bunghole? So it is very much a business of ups and downs. But when it works, when it all comes together, that kind of makes it all worthwhile. All right, I'm gonna share a little dirty secret about the Whiskey Tribe and the Crowded Barrel finances for you guys, because I know a lot of you are aware that we have a very sizable Patreon due to the generosity of the Magnificent Bastards in our community. So the entirety of that money is actually going back into the distillery. It's investing in barrels, it's investing in things like, $1,200 hoses. The final big expense is going to be the plumbing side of things, turning all of this beautiful metal into something that is functional and not just a prop. Hello. What's up? Did I ever tell you what we decided to do to thank the MBs helping us fund the final bit of plumbing for the Crowded Barrel, the fermentation, so we can do everything in-house?
No.
Oh, nice. The stave, like the MBs, they get their name?
Yeah.
This is one of the last big expenses to get the distillery fully online so we can do everything in-house. What are we hooking up?
Cut holes in the concrete for drain lines. We've got to plumb the drain lines. We have to run heating, cooling, and we have to run new electric. And we have to connect all of those things.
All of that so we can lay pipe. That's what we're doing, it's plumbing. It's a plumbing expense.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for helping us get fully online.
Don't hurt yourself. It's all steel.
Well, I'm all pipe, baby.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're doing a fundraiser with barrel staves with your name on it. We're gonna be selling these, and everybody that steps up and buys this wood to help us get our plumbing expenses finally just off the table, out of the door. Month to month, we keep kicking the can down the road because there's always other things that are higher on the priority list. Kyle, do you want this hooked up?
Yes!
So linked in the description down below, there's going to be a place on the store where you can buy a stave and get your name on it. We're gonna send this to you so we can finally get all of this hooked up and done. But to be able to do everything fully in-house would kind of be a big deal. We think it'd be really cool if the Magnificent Bastards stepped up because we need you to, we really need you to, we need you to get wood.
Get wood.
Get wood.
Get wood.
Get wood.
Get wood. Get wood. Get wood.
Get wood.
Get wood and lay pipe.
That's right, we need you to get wood and lay pipe at the Crowded Barrel Whiskey Company. This, from the very beginning, has always been a collective effort. It's the world's first crowdsourced whiskey distillery, and the fact that it's coming together this well, this quickly is kind of amazing. Texas Whiskey Festival, that was the kind of experience that definitely reminds us why we started this thing and why we continue to be so excited and passionate about not only you guys and meeting you and hanging out with you, but also working on all of the stuff that we think you are going to absolutely love, be it on the property or in the bottle or on a screen. Quite honestly, whether or not you get wood and lay pipe, we still want to thank you. So from all of us at Crowded Barrel, all of us at Whiskey Tribe, cheers to you. We can't believe that you've gotten us this far this quickly, and we can't wait to show you what comes next.
If you fight, may you fight for a friend. If you steal, may you steal a lover's heart. And if you drink, may you drink with us.